Chase. Hey YouTube, Lawn Boys Post 1975. This is 3D Death Chase, released by Micromega in 1983 and written by Mervyn Escort. Now, I think it's safe to say that every person will probably have a game, you know, the simple sort of uttering of its name will automatically make you think of a system. To some degree, if you're in a room with people of your exact same age, mentioning that name would let you know what system they grew up with. So that, quite simply for me, is this game, 3D Death Chase on the ZX Spectrum. Now, I don't know where, I should get into this by the way, to Kempston. I don't know where my dad picked up our Spectrum. Right, so forward is accelerate, left, right, and fire. Yeah, I don't know where he picked up our Spectrum, but it came bundled with a few games. It came with Jetpack, which is probably one of my favourite games ever. Obviously, you know, by Ultimate Player the game, they eventually became rare, I should say. And yeah, it came also bundled with this, and it came bundled with Horizon, or Horizons, which was the kind of Spectrum or the Sinclair tape that, you know, was used to demonstrate the system that had a cover, you know, consisting of a little rubber mat keyboard. And me and my brothers absolutely loved and adored this game. The story is quite simple. You know, this is 1983, mine. This is like in the sort of first full year of games on the system. Oh, yeah, story is simple. You're a mercenary, right? And you've got a bike with forward-mounted guns. Now, each level consists of 2 people on other motorbikes. Each person you shoot basically gets you $1,000. I wonder why they went with dollars if this is such a, you know, old-school British game. And then you progress to a nighttime stage of that same level, shoot them both again, then you progress to stage 2, which also has a nighttime level, and then it's rinse and... Ooh, bloody hell. Ooh, rinse it. I have no idea how I got through that. Rinse and repeat. There are helicopters and there are tanks for added bonuses, which I, as a kid, and apparently right now, I still can't shoot. Now, it's what early Spectrum games were or did so well. You know, it's bold, it's brash. They were finding their feet. How can you shoot a tank with a motorbike mounted gun? Oh, what the hell? I'm an Uber mercenary. Yeah, you know, they were finding their feet. They were trying new things. They weren't afraid to, you know, be different. But that said, look, there's very little colour clash on this, and the sense of speed, considering, you know, how they're doing it for such an early game, there's no denying it's really, really impressive. Me and my brothers played this for hours. We could never really progress oh my god, very far. I think I shouldn't say this, doing better right now than I ever did as a kid, but there was no denying we just loved it. It's fiendishly simple, yeah, incredibly addictive, you know, as the best sort of games are. What stage am I on now? Now, the further you progress, sector 3. Oh bollocks. Face me tree. I'm just going to leave a mark in the morning. Yeah, the further you progress, the more the level, you know, all the numbers of trees, they ramp it up. But yeah, all the magazines at the time sort of crashed, you know, Sinclair user, they raved about this, you know, its effective use of 3D. I mean, it seems bollocks. Where's global warming when you're very crude by today's standards, but I still think it's pretty, you know, impressive for what it is. They must have better bikes or something, because they're having no problem with these trees. Wow. What am I on stage? I like the way, I like the way it pauses it, you know, just to, and then kind of reminds you that, you know, there's the trees, and then just you kick straight back off. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. You say Sinclair ZX, one more Sinclair ZX Spectrum to me, and this is one of the first games that pops in my head. So, you know, what is that game for you? I'd really like to know.